Hello, hello. It is Direct Mail Monday, July 2nd, 2018. Steve Sipress here, working away, and I just realized I got to record this Direct Mail Monday before we lose the light. So the sun is beginning to set in the west, and depending on where you are, I'm sure the sun has already set and your beautiful Monday is over. It is, again, over 100 degrees here, probably around 110 here in Arizona, but it's a dry heat, and I hear all throughout the rest of the country there's all kinds of humidity. And in my former home city of Chicago, where I lived for about 15 years, I saw something that a bridge was melting or something. They had to close the bridge and water it down because the steel was melting or expanding or something crazy. So yeah, it's hot. But of course, we're used to that here. Anyway, Laurie is here. Great seeing you. Let's get right to the mail. You know the old saying, something new, something borrowed, blue, whatever that is. Obviously, maybe you know the saying. I don't. But I've got some things in plural, some things new, and then some things are just regular mailing. So we've been here about 1 month. I guess it was a month yesterday. And we're still receiving some new mover welcome to the neighborhood offers. But we're also receiving some regular stuff, and I'm going to share both. Whatever popped into my mailbox, other than the bills and the regular correspondence and all my paid newsletters and magazines and stuff, I'll be sharing that right now. So let's get right to it. And so the first one I will start with, because I'm always mentioning this. They do a ton of direct mail, this Cox Communications, and they're constantly mailing out to your current resident. And yet I've been a Cox Communications customer for a while. And so I'm always saying on here, I'm totally disregarding these mailings. And this one, I just noticed, look at that. There's some kind of a card in there. So now that I feel it, there's some kind of a plastic card in there. They ought to say something like your membership card is included, or your discount card, or your gift card, or something, don't you think? Like, gee. But since they're corresponding with me as if I'm just a stranger, and yet I've been paying them money, thousands of dollars over the years, like, that gets tossed. However, ironically, look at that. There it is, some kind of communication right to me, and it says not for payments, because of course we're on some kind of an automatic payment where the money gets sucked out of our home personal checking account. But this one I would open and see what's going on, and it is our account summary. Blah, 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 blah. With our installation charge, and our adjustment. Yeah, I called them. They had charged us $150 for installation, $75 for the phone. I have a landline here because I do a lot of podcasts and interviews, and I'm asked to speak on podcasts all the time. And just to make sure it's got a good quality, I got a landline. They charged me $75 installation for the landline and $75 for the internet. I've got a high-speed internet because I do a lot of stuff like this for business, and I can't be just dealing with the basic speed of the internet here. And there it is. Look at that. So they charged me, they charged me $75, and then they credited $75. Oh, they credited them both. So there was a credit there was a 70. I called them up. I'm like, you're kidding, right? $75 installation for the phone, $75 installation for the internet. One guy came here once, spent about 10 minutes. I'm like, you really think you're going to charge me separately? And she was like, in fact, we're not going to charge you at all. We're going to remove the $150 from the bill. And I guess that's why I got this notice. And then they're smart. They include a couple of things in here. I guess they're just, my payment is due immediately. Yeah, except, of course, like they said on the outside, it's not for payments or whatever it said. But, of course, it's on an auto pay, and they were sending me a refund. So I'm pretty sure if you've already made a payment, or if we're sending you a refund. This company's out of control. First, they treat me like I'm a stranger, and then when they're sending me a refund, they treat me like some overdue deadbeat. Like, way to go, Cox Communications. You're not communicating too well, Mr. Cox. And then they're selling us something about virtual reality, something, whatever. But we're not reading that part of it, but I thought, how cool is that? I'm always sharing the Cox Communications junk mail. Dear resident, finally got something to me, and that's because it was a acknowledgement of the refund. Okay, next. What do we got here? Again, not to someone else that isn't us, but this one's interesting. What is this? This is Get the credit you deserve. Yes, money, you're approved. So it says, yes, money, you're approved. I can read that in English. Then it says you could be approved. So you're approved, you could be approved. Hello. And I could be approved for what? For $5,000 in minutes. Yes, money financing. And then here they got, I don't know what this is all about, 10% off a single regular priced item of $600 and up, and free next day delivery on appliance purchases of $800 and up, furniture and mattress purchases. So I think this is, my new home. I think this is acknowledging that we are, it says update the home. So I think they're not acknowledged. This is not a new mover type of thing. I'm not going to open it because I'm totally confused and disoriented and not pleased that they say, yes, you're approved, and then, but maybe you're approved right under it. And then on the other side, they're selling me some kind of furniture and or appliances. Oh, I guess that's what I'd be approved for. Got it. I'd be approved for $5,000 worth of buying stuff from them. Got it. See? No hair, still a thick head, but I think I got it. And if I opened it up and looked at it and cared, I'm sure I would understand it. But I wasn't intrigued enough to open it. That's a lesson I talk about often here on Direct Mail Monday. Just because you spend a lot of money and, this is 3 colors and you get it all printed and then it's folded and tabbed and addressed and you're buying the mailing list and you're paying for the postage and all that does not entitle you that people even know what your offer is, whether it's irresistible or not. Doesn't entitle you to get it read. You've got to work to get your stuff read. This is one way to do it. You send a postcard. So I don't have to open this thing up, but you got to do a good enough job of getting whatever you want me to do. Come into a place, call, go to a website, whatever it is you want me to do, you better do a great job with some kind of irresistible offer. So here you go. Stephen, welcome to the neighborhood. Like it. So now we've got an Ashley Home Store only 6.8 miles from you. I like that too. That's known as variable printing. Make sure you got a printer that knows how to use that and has it. So what they're saying is that did they really put in my actual address and then it measures 6.8, or are they measuring 6.8 miles from the center of town? Because that'd be awesome if they're really measuring that it's 6.8 miles away. That's personalized and cool, and now I feel like they care about me, and I'll look at it, and yeah, I guess it is, because look at that. They're saying 6.8 miles away, like they really did track it, and there's a map, and then congratulations on your new home. Bring this card into your Ashley Home Store for 24 months, no interest on your purchase at the store. Oh, and then there's a missed it. There's another offer, 25% off your entire purchase. So very nice. And on the other side, same thing, 25% off, 24 months, no interest, no down payment. Congratulations on the new home. That's kind of neat. And it looks like quality furniture too, because it's mailed to an upscale home here. And if you watched last week, I remember my last week's Direct Mail Monday that I got some kind of mailing from a really cheap furniture store. It looked like cheap, crappy furniture, and they were offering me something like $25 off purchase of $100 or more. So it was not 25% off. It was $25 off. Now, if I had purchased only one crappy piece of furniture for $100, which I don't even know what that could be, a footstool, one rung of a ladder, what do you get for $100 in a furniture store? Although in a crappy furniture store, maybe you get an end table or something. But $25 off. If I had gone and bought $20,000, $30,000 worth of furniture, I get $25 off? No. Here's 25% off. Now we're talking. So if I go buy 10 grand worth of furniture, I get $2,500 off. So this could be a $2,500, but I bet this bedroom set's around, I don't know, $6 or $8 grand, depending on what else is in there. So it could be a $2,000 card right here. Now that is cool, and if we were in the market for any kind of furniture at all, we would possibly at least check into that place, go to their website, whatever. That's another video I recorded last week, I think on Foundation Friday, that even when you get a referral, or even when your marketing is real great, like in that case, coming into the store, people are still checking you out with the computer. I'm going to still go to a website and read reviews and see what people think of the store before I even go in there. So you got to have a system with your marketing. The old days of just I mail out a postcard and people come in the store are way over. Or I send an email or a Facebook message, or I get a referral. Those days are way over. None of that means the sale is made or anywhere close to it. People are still checking you out, which means you got to have systems, online, offline, integrated systems to back up all your marketing and advertising you're doing. Hey, Nikki is here. Great seeing you, Nikki. And by the way, in case I haven't told you what I think I did, but you look fantastic. I didn't even recognize you. I was like, that photo showing up on Facebook is not Nikki. It's been hacked, something of this. And so I clicked. I went to your page. See, just like I said, people are going to check you out. I clicked and went to the page, and I was like, that is, in fact, Nikki, and you look fantastic. Rick is here. James Dentley is here. James, got something from you somewhere, and I love what you're up to. It's been a while, my man, and I see you're up to some great things, so congratulations. All right, next, as we are losing the light, this is an every door direct mail. Thanks to Phil Brakefield for correcting me a couple of weeks ago, I think, where I keep saying it's everyday direct mail, EDDM, but of course, not only every day, but it's every door direct mail. That's what EDDM stands for. It's the cheapest way you can mail. You pick a zip code or a carrier route. I think they go by carrier routes, if I remember correctly. You pick the routes you want, this being an affluent area. And so this is a real estate agent looking to sell some affluent, some nice homes. And so are you thinking about selling your home? Contact me today for a free consultation or visit. Now, it's interesting that there she uses the old generic free consultation. Oh, or visit my website. So it's a free consultation. But on here, she's much smarter than that. And she says, call today for a free, no obligation home value and marketing plan. Now, I would much rather get a no obligation home value and marketing plan than just to get a free consultation. So, hey, Lorraine, which I like this also. You can't read it, so I don't like that part. But can you believe it? You can't even see it. But there is in red. Oh, it's over here. No wonder you couldn't see it below her face, because I had seen it over here. She is in the top 1%. Can I hold it still? She's in the top ranked in the top 1% of realtors in Mesa, where this home is, Mesa, Arizona. So it's a $600,000 home, blah, blah, blah. And she just sold it. She's all proud of it, and that looks like, typical nice home. And call today. I like this no obligation home value. Now, the home value, that's easy to get. You can look that up on the computer. But a marketing plan, man, I'd love to see, because 99% of real estate agents don't have any marketing plan. They put it on the MLS, and good luck. They hope somebody buys it. They don't do any marketing at all. So it's easy. Real estate agents that I have as clients, followers, anyone at all that follow me or anyone else who knows what they're doing, we put together a system, a marketing system for real estate agents, and we help you market the homes of people looking to sell their home, and you sell homes quicker and for more money, and so then you become number one, and you can mail out stuff like this and get lots of people calling you for your free marketing plan. Most real estate agents would never put that because they don't have a marketing plan. Most business owners don't have a marketing plan. You're watching this video. It's likely you don't have a marketing plan. You don't have a marketing system. So don't be laughing at real estate owners just because they don't. It's likely you don't either. But what else did I like about this? I don't remember now. Oh, I like that one too. Read my monthly article in the Up Close newspaper, whatever that is. Must be some kind of local newspaper around here. I'm new to the area. Don't know, but she has a monthly article. There's some expert positioning. She's telling me she's an expert. She's in the top 1%. She's got a monthly article in a newspaper, and I'm just confused about why she has a good headline. She didn't put her name and logo at the top like you see a lot of crappy local marketing do, like lots of other stuff that I'm sure I've already tossed or you see me show week after week. She's got a headline up front, something that'll get my interest. Are you thinking about selling your home? Now, of course, I have to say, of course, needless to say, we just moved in. So we are not thinking of selling our home, but this is going to every customer in the area. So it's all casting a wide net, and if we are thinking about selling the home, I think this does a pretty good job. Not on this side. I mean, big mistake if you ask me. If you've got a home value and marketing plan, why would you just say free consultation? However, I still think this does a pretty good job, and if we're looking to sell a home, we might give her a call. Okay, next, what do we got here? Welcome to the neighborhood from Geico. So is that for homeowners insurance? Because all all I can think of with Geico, they're the ones where 15 minutes can save you 15%, right? So I have no interest, not in the market for it. They are saying welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, current resident. Little disjointed there. They could have gotten my name on the list. Somehow, I guess they only paid for the address on the list. And yeah, there it is, the 15 minutes and the get-go to save. And they want me to save on auto. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. It's all about auto. Yeah, it's all about auto, 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 auto. It's all about auto. So what the heck does that got to do with welcome to the neighborhood, new mover? Although I guess, depending on where you moved from, you might be needing auto insurance. A little disconnect. They possibly might have said homeowners insurance and possibly might have gave us some discount offer like this one did. This seems to, yes, your move. We can help. See, I think that is their way, their cute way, although I would be straight out about it, of acknowledging we just moved. They have no room to say that, though, of course, because this entire site is taken up with this beautiful white space on the back of the envelope. So I can't see how they had any room to say welcome to the neighborhood or we acknowledge that you just moved. However, they do have 20% off your entire purchase. In-store or online coupon offer inside. Don't know what that means. But anyway, Bed Bath & Beyond. Cool store for new movers, right? They got all kinds of stuff. You're going to need shower curtains and whatever. Unfortunately, it's landing at our doorstep in our mailbox 1 month after we moved. So any of that stuff, I would think we already have it, unless we've been letting water just spray all over the bathroom from the shower. Pretty sure we already bought shower curtain, towels, whatever you buy from Bed Bath & Beyond. And of course, I'm simplifying. I know there's a lot more stuff there, and it's a great store, but this is arriving a little late. And again, we're not in the market, so we're tossing that one. Here's one. I thought this was interesting, this pair together. This is a name, not us, but it's Thomas Crumley. Whole Foods, Crumley. Get it? It's kind of funny. But not nearly as funny as when you pair it with this one, which is Alexandra Marie Shumway. So 2 former residents of this place. I can't help myself here, folks. I mean, do we have to be all serious here? I got to have a lot of fun. Speaking of not being serious, Jeremy Danley is here, professional comedian. So now he's laughing at me because I think this is funny, but he's a professional comedian. He's saying, Steve, don't quit your day job. But I do think that having Shumway, and Crumley as 2 former residents, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that must be husband and wife. I saw it real quickly. I'm like, oh, Shumley, going through the pile. I'm like, husband and wife. Then I looked at 2 different names. 2 different names. Shumley, Crumley, Crumway, Crumley. Anyway, this one is get 5% back at Whole Foods Market and Amazon.com with an eligible Prime membership, which, of course, we're Prime. Who isn't? I mean, Amazon delivers stuff for free all year, and you get free movies and TV shows and whatever. And so we get 5% back at Whole Foods Market. Well, I didn't know that. So that's kind of cool. 5% off at Whole Foods. We like Whole Foods, colloquially known as Whole Paycheck. So 5% off could be a good discount. And somehow this is so well tabbed that you're watching me on live video. Struggle to even open the darn thing. Oh, and that's because it only opens on one side because it's it opens halfway on the other side because it's a folded, got it. Big folded brochure. Oh, look at that beautiful swordfish steak. I don't know what's on it, but man, that looks great. We haven't had swordfish for a while. We got a beautiful grill, and I'm going to keep this for my beautiful wife, Michelle. Look at all kinds of just cool stuff in here. So I like that one. One made the cut and kept out of the circular file. Way to go. And the 5% off, I'm sure that can't hurt. All right. Who else we got here? Nobody else that's joined, but I don't see any questions. This one, Harbor Freight, I've shown this a lot. 20% off. And they got all kinds of discounted everything. This is just filled with irresistible offers. Unbelievable deals on all kinds of tools. Oh, I'm not showing it, but there's all kinds of tools and wrench sets, and there's tool boxes, and there's chainsaws, and garden hose. I just went out to water the flowers and the plants. I water them once in the morning, once in the evening. My beautiful wife Michelle flew up on a family emergency on Saturday morning at 6 a.m. to be with her family up in Wisconsin, where she is telling me how hot and humid and crazy it is. She says, "Do you remember this humidity? Forgot what it was like." No, I don't, and I'm glad I forget what it was like, but the hose just went today. So, honey, if you're watching, I have to get a new hose, and I just looked it up. We bought it on Amazon Prime. They delivered it free. We bought it around Christmas time, so had a 7-year warranty. I just looked up. 7 years, barely lasted 7 months. What the heck? So maybe I'll look in here for a hose or whatever, all kinds of stuff. But actually, it's likely I'll just get another one from Amazon, or I got to get one from the manufacturer, although I don't want one from the manufacturer. That was a piece of crap. Anyway, but I got to water these plants here, so maybe I'll even just go down to the True Value, which is less than a mile away, and get one there. Speaking of less than a mile away, we got a Leslie Pool Supply, which we went to last week, and I bought an official pool basketball. We got a basketball hoop here in the pool, and so I went and got a basketball, and I was thinking that I get these all the time from the Leslie Pool Supply, and I wondered if they had a 20% off your first purchase thing that I didn't take advantage of. Not that it really matters. The basketball is $15, so what was that, $3? Not really going to change my life, which is why I threw out the postcard and didn't really care. But I like this one. This is having fun. So at the top, they're talking about Shark Week, with a big picture of a shark. Now, this would be really smart if it coincides. I know there's a TV channel, Animal Show or National Geographic, or I don't know, one of these channels that every year, I think, they do like a whole week of documentaries about sharks, I think. And so if this is coinciding with that week, that's really smart to enter that conversation going on in the prospect's mind, something you want to always do. But Shark Week, and they got a picture of a shark. So this is shock for the do-it-yourself pool people. Our pool person is coming tomorrow. Comes once a week. But if you do it yourself, this looks like a whole bunch of great irresistible offers. 2 free pounds, 4 free pounds, 4 free pounds, 2 free pounds, 10% off, all kinds of stuff. So no matter what you're using or doing or whatever, and more stuff on the back, see how much they can jam into one postcard. First, they're smart. They got an oversized postcard. Second of all, they got offer after offer after offer. This thing's got a free install on a jacuzzi. Hot buys over here, blah, blah, blah. How many of these offers does it take to get a person to go into the store? Correct. Won't wait. The answer is 1. Only takes 1. It's like in a sales letter or a video where you're listing the benefits, you're listing bullet points. I have hosted hundreds of events. And I will always list, not always, but I like to list a bunch of bullet points. Probably always do, but I like to list a bunch of bullet points of the benefits of attending. And I know that it only takes 1 for a person to show up, because that's how I am. I have flown cross country, in fact, to show up at an event just to meet one person that is speaking there, or just to get one tidbit of information in one bullet point. I've spent thousands of dollars and airfare and hotel and all the food and flown and taken days out of my business and my home just to get that one thing, because I know I can turn it into a lot more money in my business. So the same thing here. Put out a whole bunch of offers. It's like a little mini catalog on here. So I like that one. We don't do our own pool thing, so I toss it. And the last thing I got here, and this is my favorite one, is this is the one to one of the Crumb Shums, is to the Shum way, but arrives at us. And they're doing a great job in here of sort of. Well, all right. So this is a bad job of what's called sneak up, I call it. Maybe other people call it something different, but the sneak up mailing, where they don't say the name of the company. They don't even have a return address, in fact. No return address. Wait. Yep, they do. They got a P.O. box from California, but they're still trying a little bit of a sneak up by not letting me know what the heck this is about at all. I have no idea what this is. So in that way, they're sneaking up. So even though they're violating the sneak up, the pure sneak up is where you make the mail seem like it's something personal. And then, of course, you don't want to bait and switch. Everyone will just toss it out and hate you. You better include something personal when they open it up. Use their name, the date they purchased from you, their anniversary of their purchase, their time for service, something that's personal to them. Otherwise, again, you've angered them and bait and switched them and with the fooling them. But to make it appear like it's personal, you handwrite the name and address. You put a live stamp and not a indicia printed on there, and you include just the return address of the company and not the name of the company. Okay, but in this case, the sneak up is because I have no idea what this is about. I do know that they're using a couple of things here. They got important on here. Please do not lose this invitation card. You will need your ID number. First of all, I won't need my ID number because whatever this is, I probably don't want it. And if it wasn't for this video, I probably wouldn't even open it, except maybe out of curiosity to see what the heck it is. But do not bend or fold with the crop marks here as if this is a card underneath here. Where is it? Maybe underneath here? I can't even feel a card. All right, so first of all, I don't feel any card. That's even more ingenious / bait and switch dangerous territory, because it says do not bend or fold, has the crop marks as if it is some kind of card, says your ID number. Oh, and this invitation card, yeah, I mean, they're telling me straight out this is a card, and yet I don't feel anything. So it's either extremely thin card, which it is. And so, so Alexandria, we have good news for you, Alexandria. Your effort and dedication, I don't know to what, but she might know, deserves to be recognized. You're pre-qualified for a personal loan up to $1,600 with fixed payments of just $77 every 2 weeks. Now, I don't want to laugh, and there's the card, which it's not a card, really. Yeah, it's tiny. It's not. It's not embossed. No, it's not. It's just you have to, it's got some crop marks to cut it out of the piece of paper. So it's not really a card, and I'm sorry to laugh because I know there's plenty of people out there that $1,600 means a lot too, but a personal loan for $1,600 mailed to an affluent neighborhood, like that wouldn't even pay the bills or cover the mortgage or whatever. So strange that someone would make fixed payments of $77 every 2 weeks for something that barely covers any living expenses in this neighborhood. So little disjointed there, incongruent mailing. However, I liked it because of all the sneak up stuff. Do not bend or fold in red. Ooh, do not bend or fold. And then, first of all, it's a letter that's folded and bent. Second of all, it's just you have to cut out your own piece of paper on there. And then on the bottom here, what do they got? You can respond by phone, online, or in person. Oh, and they got in person that I can go to Ranch Market. I think that's a supermarket. What the heck? Okay, so, it's a smart way to establish your credit history. So, now I've shown her name, but sorry, Alexandria, but hopefully you've established it by now and everything's fine. Okay, that'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. Rick says, thanks for making Mondays great. Thank you for being here. You're the one that makes Mondays great for me because I save up the mail all week and I see it when it comes in and I'm like, that could be interesting. That'll be something to share. And then I have some fun, tell some really dumb jokes, but I love the feedback and any questions that I get. And if anyone that has any questions or comments or feedback or concerns or issues, or you just don't like my stupid red Hawaiian shirt or anything, and you're watching on a replay, feel free, put it in a comment below, and when I see it, if appropriate, and it deems a response, I will respond. And if you really want my help, you can go to stevesipress.com/consultation. You can get my help. I'll give you one phone call worth of free help that'll make you a lot of money, and then maybe you'll be able to afford to take that money and pay somebody like me or somebody else to help you make a lot more money by putting together some systems, which I hope all business owners do. And if you want me to feature your stuff, it happens from time to time, send me your stuff. Put me on your mailing list. You can go to my website, stevesipress.com, and you can see the contact us information for my address. And or just let me know in a private message, let you know the address or whatever, and I'll feature you on here. Hopefully I'll be nice, but come to think of it, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm known as Straight Talk Steve, so if you want the straight talk, I'll be nice if it's good stuff. If not, I'll be nice by telling you it's not. Save your money, and I will fix it for you. There you go. That's it for Direct Mail Monday. Thanks for being here today. I'll be back tomorrow with Topical Tuesday. Man, there is a lot of stuff happening in the news that is topical, and I'll be sharing something about some of it tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Thanks to everyone being here today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Hope you join me then. Bye-bye. Oh, and as always, I got to click this thing twice. False alarm. Bye.